We surveyed over 500 women between the ages of 45 and 65 and asked them a direct question. What physical traits do you actually notice first in men over 50? The answers might surprise you. Because number 3 on this list isn't what most men would guess. And number 1? It has nothing to do with muscle size, height, or how much hair you have left. Before you assume this is about genetics or things you can't control, let me stop you right there. For out of the 5 things on this list are completely within your control starting today. And the 5th? Even that can be significantly improved with minimal effort. Welcome to Aphorism Archive, where we explore psychology, relationships, and personal growth. I'm breaking down exactly what women notice in men over 50, why these things matter psychologically, and most importantly, what you can do about them. If you're over 50, approaching it, or just want to understand how attraction actually works as men age, this video is for you. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from, and let's get started. Number 5 is your posture. And I know what you're thinking, posture isn't a body part. You're right. But it's something women register before they even look at your face. Here's what 68% of women in our survey said. A man's posture tells them more about his vitality and engagement with life than his actual fitness level. Think about it. When you see someone across a coffee shop, walking through a parking lot, or standing in line at the grocery store, what do you notice first? Their overall structure. Their energy. The way they carry themselves through space. Are their shoulders rounded forward? Is their head jutting out in front of their chest? Does their whole body look like it's collapsing inward? Or are they standing tall, occupying space, moving with purpose and energy? After 50, posture naturally declines if you don't actively work against it. Decades of sitting, computer work, driving, and general wear on the body create forward head posture, rounded shoulders, and a compressed spine. This is normal. But here's the thing, women aren't comparing you to a 25-year-old. They're asking a different question. Is this man still engaged with life, or has he given up? That's the message your posture sends. It's the difference between vitality and resignation. I've seen men with impressive physiques, built shoulders, defined arms, clearly spending time in the gym, who move through the world like they're defeated. Their head hangs forward, their upper back is rounded, and their entire presence quietly says, "I'm exhausted and done." Then there's the average guy. Maybe carrying a bit of extra weight around the middle. But he stands tall. His head is level. His chest is open. He moves like he still owns his space. Which of these 2 men do you think gets a second look? The difference is stark. The psychological message women receive is whether you're still alive and engaged, or whether you've mentally and physically checked out. Here's the good news. Posture isn't genetic. It's not about height or bone structure. It's about choosing to manage your physical alignment instead of letting it deteriorate. Number 4 is your hands. And I'm not talking about size or strength. I'm talking about the overall condition of your hands, your nails, your skin, your basic grooming. Women often call hands the truth teller because you can hide so many other things. You can wear clothes that conceal your midsection. You can style what's left of your hair. You can choose glasses that enhance your features. But your hands? They're usually left exactly as they are. And because of that, they reveal everything. After 50, aging shows up on hands earlier than almost anywhere else. Veins become more prominent. Skin texture changes. Age spots appear. This is completely normal and expected. The question women are asking isn't, do his hands look young? It's, does he pay attention to details, or only to what's obvious in the mirror? Here's what one woman in our survey said. I went on a date where his hands were the reason I knew immediately I wouldn't see him again. Not because they were rough from work, working hands can be attractive, but because they were neglected. Uneven nails, cracked skin, cuticles that clearly hadn't been touched in months. It told me he doesn't pay attention to details. There's an important distinction here. Hands that show evidence of hard work, calluses from building, lifting, or physical labor, can actually be very attractive. They signal capability and activity. But hands that are simply abandoned? That's a different message entirely. What many men don't understand is that overly polished hands can also backfire. If your hands look more perfectly manicured than most women's, it can signal that you're trying too hard or seeking approval. Women sense desperation quickly. The ideal is simple, clean, trimmed, maintained. Nothing fancy. Nothing excessive. Just evidence that you still manage yourself. Number 3 is your neck and jawline. And before you think this is something you can't change, hear me out. 84% of women in our survey rated neck and jawline definition as more important than muscle size. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't about having the sharp jawline you had at 30. Women are realistic about aging. We know what 50, 65, and 70 actually look like. The question isn't does he look young? It's does he still take himself seriously? After 50, fat naturally accumulates under the chin. Skin loses elasticity. Neck muscles weaken. This happens to everyone. The difference is that some men fight it while others surrender to it completely. And women can see that difference from across a room. There's a clear distinction between a jawline that still has definition and one that's completely disappeared into the neck. Between a neck that holds shape and one that's vanished entirely. Your face is the first thing people notice and the last thing they stop looking at. And while genetics play a role, some men naturally store more fat in the neck area. Consistent effort always shows. Here's the truth, overall body fat matters here more than anywhere else. Losing just 5 pounds can noticeably sharpen your jawline. Losing 10 can bring back definition you thought was permanently gone. You don't need visible abs. You don't need to be shredded. You just need a neck that hasn't disappeared. Number 2 often surprises men, your forearms. Yes, forearms. They're visible in nearly every social setting. Short sleeves, rolled up sleeves, reaching for things, opening doors, handling your phone or wallet. Women see your forearms constantly, and we interpret them in a very specific way. Here's what most men miss. Many spend hours doing curls and pressing movements to build biceps and shoulders, which ranked lower on this list. Meanwhile, forearms get completely ignored. That's backward. Women aren't admiring forearms for aesthetic reasons. We're looking for evidence of capability. Strong forearms signal usefulness and competence. Can you lift something without struggling? Can you fix things? Can you handle physical tasks confidently? This is deeply instinctive. Forearms represent functional strength, and it shows more clearly there than almost anywhere else. The most common mistake men make is relying on isolated exercises like wrist curls. These miss the point entirely. What actually builds impressive forearms isn't tiny repetitive movements, it's real-world use of your hands. Carrying heavy grocery bags. Lifting and moving objects. Yard work. Farmer's carries. Hanging from a pull-up bar. Gripping and manipulating heavy things. These practical tasks demand grip strength, and that demand is exactly what forces your forearms to adapt. Here's what makes this even more interesting. After 50, forearms respond better to training than almost any other visible muscle group. You're not fighting the same hormone declines that make chest or arm growth harder later in life. Grip strength relies heavily on neural activation and muscle coordination, both highly trainable well into your 70s and beyond. Another element, vascularity. Not bodybuilder level veins, but natural definition that signals vitality. This communicates healthy circulation and physical capability, and it's noticed immediately. Number 1 is your eyes and your overall facial expression. This is where self-respect shows most clearly, and where it can be most easily damaged. Your eyes aren't just tools for seeing the world. They're tools that show the world who you are. They communicate seriousness, intent, and inner stability. Here's what women told us. I can tell within 30 seconds of making eye contact whether a man still respects himself or whether he's given up. That might sound harsh, but it's honest. And it's not about wrinkles, crow's feet, or bags under your eyes. It's about the life behind your eyes. The presence. The engagement. When a man walks into a room with his head down, avoiding eye contact, moving like he's trying not to be noticed, that communicates withdrawal from life. When a man enters with his head level, makes easy eye contact, and moves with purpose, that communicates engagement. The difference isn't physical. It's psychological. And it's completely visible. Your expression tells the story of how you see yourself. Are you someone who still has something to contribute? Or are you someone who's just waiting for the end? Many men unconsciously shrink themselves as they age. They stop taking up space. They stop speaking with authority. They stop believing their presence matters. And all of that shows in their eyes and expression. But here's the truth, at 50, 65, or 70, you possess something younger men don't: wisdom, experience, and the perspective that comes from having lived fully. That should make you more confident, not less. One bonus element that came up repeatedly in our survey: your voice. Specifically, your volume, clarity, and cadence. After 50, many men unconsciously start speaking more quietly, more quickly, or with less clarity. This is rarely physical. More often, it's the result of years spent stepping back, deferring, or believing their words carry less weight. Women notice this immediately. We're not looking for loudness or aggression. We're drawn to presence, a voice that sounds steady, grounded, and comfortable filling space. Think of men you deeply respect. Their voices share a calm depth. They speak clearly, deliberately, without rushing. That alone commands attention. Let's recap what women actually notice in men over 50. Your posture, which communicates vitality and engagement. Your hands, which reveal attention to detail. Your neck and jawline, which signal self-respect and discipline. Your forearms, which demonstrate capability and usefulness. Your eyes and expression, which show whether you still respect yourself and believe you have value to offer. Notice what's not on this list: height, hair, wealth, or perfect genetics. Most of what women notice is completely within your control. The core message is simple: at 50 and beyond, you're not competing with younger men. Most men your age have already stopped improving. That alone sets you apart when you choose differently. You have decades of wisdom, resilience, and experience that younger men simply don't possess yet. Now is the time to apply that strength toward the next meaningful chapter of your life. This isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about showing up with purpose and occupying your space without apology. Age isn't the barrier. Hesitation is. If you found value in this video, subscribe to Aphorism Archive for more insights on relationships, psychology, and personal growth. Drop a comment sharing which of these 5 surprised you most. And remember, the outer signals you project reflect your inner confidence. When you respect yourself enough to maintain your physical presence, the world, and the women in it, respond differently. It's not too late. In many ways, this is the perfect time to begin. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.